Girls, raise your hand if you want to get married. Wait, high. Up high, not half ass. Up high, ladies.
But who wants to get married right now?
Why? Because
She's trying right now. Nigga. Like, come on, man.
I was married for 60 years old, yes.
She's 38, and she's still single right now.
All right, when do you think women should get married then, in your opinion? When should they do it?
When the right guy comes. I think it's really...
Yeah, but like what age? I mean, realistically speaking.
I think it's no time on it.
So whenever?
Yeah, whenever. Doesn't matter. You don't have to get married super young. When you're young, you're actually supposed to like enjoy life and do a lot of internal work so you can find the right husband.
All right. Do you think men want a girl that does a lot of internal work and is older like that?
I don't know what you tell me. I don't know.
Well, that's precisely the problem.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a bad thing to want.
The fact that I have to tell you is the problem.
So you wouldn't want a woman who has worked on herself and like is coming as her best self? Why wouldn't you?
One thing that I've really started to figure out from talking to thousands of women is like, we teach little boys and men how to treat women, but we never teach women how to treat men, do we?
Oh,
because I think girls don't really ever think to themselves, what kind of woman would my future boyfriend and or wife want? Future boyfriend and or husband want? It's always about, we should know how to treat ladies, we should be courting them. Boys are taught how to treat girls, but women are never actually taught how to treat men. You guys caught on to this? Because I find it incredible how so many girls like will passively just sit there like, yeah, I'll just put off marriage until later on, or I'll put off finding a relationship until I'm ready, or after I had my fun.
Well, for so long it wasn't true. Like, there was arranged marriages. Women like were always like, you have to get married to the father's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why do you think those institutions were put in place in the first place?
We couldn't have jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think those institutions were put in place in the first place?
For control.
Do you guys think women are happier now or before?
Oh, before. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I think in some aspects, women are happier now than before.
All right, so raise your hand. If before that was happy, raise your hand.
I mean, the reality
I
is
wasn't there.
overall female happiness has gone down over the decades.
Everyone, all of happiness. There's loneliness pandemic. Like.
Yeah, but there's really no excuse for women to be less happy because you guys have
more freedom,
more rights, and
more choice.
And you guys are able to what I call the proverbial double dip, where you can be treated like a lady on one side, but then you can go ahead and pursue your career on the other side, right? Like you can have your career and make a bunch of money, but still expect a man to treat you like a lady and give you the same chivalry as if you didn't work.
Yeah.
So why is it that women, despite the fact that they have both of these benefits, but both the best of both worlds, they're still taking antidepressant medication, they're still sad, they're still having lower, life satisfaction ratings?
I think it's because even though we've got more choices, the expectation of women hasn't changed. It's like if you get pregnant, you're still going to be the primary caregiver. But now you have to be the primary caregiver, be the cleaner, and then also maintain a job so you can contribute 50% to a household. And also, I think that actually women are taught how to look after a man. It depends on your background, but I'm Nigerian. I grew up in a African household. That's not
the norm.
Day. Like my brother doesn't know how to make an egg.
Most Westerners don't grow up with both their parents, so that's actually now that's considered like novel.
But I think that at least the way that I viewed life growing up, women were taught all of my friends can cook, all of my friends can clean. Barely any guys I know can actually cook a decent meal.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it used to be. But what I'm saying is that it's changed drastically.
My man be chefing it up.
Wait, who?
My man be chefing it up. He be making steak. He make the Wagyu skirt steak. The Wagyu
men are a little bit.
He make all on the grill. He be chefing it the Wagyu ribeye. I feel like I could cook better than him, but he don't fuck with my cooking. But he's actually a pretty good cook too.
Wait, hold on. You leaving in 60 days.
But you still take on majority of the cleaning role, right?
I take on majority of the cooking and the cleaning. I also do all his laundry.
She leaving in 60 days.
Even married.
Good job.
Yeah. We're not married. I'm fucking up. Big time.
I think because you said women are expected to do certain things. I would argue women are not expected to do a lot of things.
Do you not think that if you marry a woman, she's still expected to be the primary caregiver of children?
Well, I think women have really absolved that responsibility nowadays with the explosion of I said death care, daycare. Having like daycare is like a thing now. Like that is
death care.
I meant to say daycare.
But you make less, like because you might have to pay more than you make, depending. It's a wage thing. So I have a friend. She has a kid. She can't afford to have daycare or babysitter because she does not make enough with the education level she has to pay for those people. They make more than her.
But what I'm saying is that like, this is what I'm trying to explain. We've created infrastructure for women to enter the professional world.
Yep.
But we haven't created any type of reinforcement for men to change their roles. Does that make sense? So we have infrastructure in place to help women become more like men.
Yep.
Child rearing services, daycare, etc. But there's nothing out there for men to absolve them of their responsibilities. I would argue that men, like, our roles are static and they've always been static. Like, at least as a woman, you got a choice. You can choose to have a family and be a traditional wife, but you can also choose to pursue a degree and get a job.
Yeah, but
we don't have that option. I would argue men haven't changed. It's the women that have changed.
Okay, but so then what are handymen? Aren't handymen absolving men of their traditional role to be like the take carers of the house? What are guys that are the gardeners? Aren't those traditionally men roles that we have given a different industry to?
Yeah, but the thing is that to utilize those services, you need to make more money. So I see what you're saying. You're saying like, oh well, there's conveniences out there for you to also absolve yourself of your responsibilities. But here's the difference. As the man, you got to pay for that. So like you have to have the leisure of the expendable income to hire that service out, which still means you have to work as the man. Does that make sense?
Yes, but women also have to pay for daycare and pay for all of that stuff. So they have to have money to pay for the conveniences to relieve themselves of childbearing.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is that like women can choose to enter the professional world or not. They don't have to. They don't have to work.
Like school and like work are still not the best for women. Ideally, like
I would argue women have it better now than ever before.
Men be broke too,
because
though,
you guys. Well, here's the difference. If I'm broke as a man, life is effectively over for me.
But women be paying for men's shit. There are women out there who will dead ass pay a man's rent, let him use the car, take him out for food. I know a lot of those women.
That's
like they be out there.
And it never lasts.
It never lasts, but they be out there.
But okay,
these men can survive like that probably forever.
So that proves my point that women are not. You guys are not built to provide sustenance for men. Like you guys could do it for a certain amount of time. Who was the actor that played in the Apollo Creed, the last Apollo Creed movie?
Michael B. Jordan.
Jordan. No, sorry. The guy he fought. The guy that was getting
Mel
chased around New York
Gibson.
City.
Mel Gibson.
No. He's getting chased around New York City by the white chick.
Oh, we was just talking about
something Rivers or
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. So he was dating Megan Good, right? Yeah. Just found out today.
Shit.
She left his ass.
What? Why?
She just left his ass because she was paying all the bills.
Oh, her?
Yeah, she just left his ass.
What? She's like a 36.
Yeah, and she's older. Yeah, like she's not even hot no more. She's cooked. But she left him, right? Because she got tired of paying the bills.
Damn, he did all.
And that's what I mean when I say like women are not built to provide for men at all. And I argue if you guys provide for us, you guys become really angry and animosity, and you wear the pants relationship, and it's just not good. So again, I see what you guys are saying, like women, we do all this, but the point I'm trying to make is that you guys have a choice at least. Yeah. We don't. We must be successful. You can choose to be successful or not.
Like,
you can become successful. I've seen this happen a lot too. Girls become successful. They get their PhD. They go to school, make a bunch of money, find the right guy, drop out the workforce. Because they have that. I found a guy that can like take care of me. You know what? I'm leaving.
That is, yeah. Do you agree that like men are allowed to be more in their feminine side now?
No.
Yes.
Okay, I see what she's asking. Yes, but let me give you. Let me explain this.
Yes.
Let me explain. Yes, but there's consequences. So they can be in their feminine side because women will lie and say, "Oh yeah, I want a guy in tune with his emotions." But the reality is, when he goes ahead and gets in tune with his emotions, or he shows that feminine behavior, they will start to resent him over time.
Yeah. It's just you want a strong man. Yeah.
Yeah, like this is a perfect example of like women saying, "Open up to me," but if you do, then she's like, "Ew, fuck, I'm not ready for that,"
The ick,
and then she gets the ick. So,
like, girls, you're single, but you all have one thing in common: you're doing shit, school, work. That has to correlate. You know what I mean? Because you guys are independent, nobody's dating you guys?
I'm dating and I do all this shit.
You hate the guy. What the fuck?
I like the guy. I actually really like him. That's why I stuck around this long. But it's hard to come home and I don't have the choice of if I'm going to clean up or
Are you
cook.
horny when you go home?
Yeah, hell yeah. But then I have to think about, damn, I have no choice. I have to cook tonight. I have to clean up the whole place after these 3 guys, and I got to do his laundry. I have no choice. Otherwise, no one will do it.
You have kids.
You have kids?
No, I have 3 fucking grown ass men that I live with who don't fucking do nothing. So if I don't do it, nobody's gonna do it. I'm the chosen one.
See, hey, hold on. You see that? See that? That's why women shouldn't work. No, but that's why women shouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Clearly, she's frustrated. Clearly, she's annoyed.
She's fed up.
Because she's paying bills and doing the housework. So like, this is not good. This is why I don't think women should be working.
How come he's not afraid that you're fed up? Shouldn't he be afraid of it?
He'd be cool with it, but then I think really when it comes down to he's less afraid of
is he watching the show?
Than he is afraid of taking out the trash. He's less afraid of me than he's afraid of doing the laundry.
If you suck someone else's dick, he would be broken, right?
I don't want to do none of that. That's
if
good.
you
like,
did that would send a message.
What the fuck, bro?
I'm saying, how come he's not afraid? He's just partying with the bros.
He's not even partying. He just be at the crib. Like, he be working.
Honestly, it sounds like a toxic relationship if you keep letting that
Does he
stuff
make
happen,
money?
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he makes a lot of money.
Yeah, he pays the rent. He covers
How
the
much
bills.
does he make?
I don't have to. I don't know. Like,
No, I'm not
So
gonna.
wait, why do you work then?
Yeah.
You can cover all the bills.
He's not paying for my nails, my hair, like shit I want to do, my clothing. He's not paying for none of that. So I have to pay for that on my own, you know?
W guy.
So I want to go get my nails done. I want to go get my eyelashes done. I want to get my hair done. I have to
How
pay
much
for
does he
that.
make? I want to know.
Bro, honestly,
Make
this is why
7.
women should
7?
never work.
Yeah, and he's saying he doesn't make enough to marry me. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? But I do spend a lot of money though.
I've never heard of this situation. Doesn't that sound like
Wait, she said he makes what? 70?
But
7 figures?
No, like
No,
7K,
but she's
no,
cheating,
he
though.
makes like 7K a month.
But she's cheating. though.
7K is nothing.
That's actually a
I thought you said 7 figures.
Oh,
7K a month? Isn't that like an electrician?
She's cheating though.
$85.
Tucker.
Something
Like
like
she's
That's
different
actually
than him.
good money.
Oh, I thought you said 7 figures. So okay,
No, so it's like 80, 90K a month. Sorry, a year.
is he
80,
funny?
90K.
yeah, he's cool. He's hilarious,
Yeah,
dude.
okay.
Mad
If they're
cool.
funny, stick around.
He's not chill. Like I never have to worry about him cheating. He'll
Yeah,
never
I'm
cheat on
sure.
me.
Oh, yeah,
if he's
it's
making
about-
7K a
yeah,
month, he's
yeah,
never
yeah,
never
yeah.
cheating.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, shouts to Arc Lady with the 50 gifted subs.
Art man.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said,
Wait, where are you from that 7K a month is like huge?
I'm from New York. I'm from the Upper West Side.
That doesn't even make sense. Wouldn't they have?
That's a good.
You're meeting guys who have bigger paychecks in New York for sure.
Typically, live in New York, you have to make like between 7 and 10. So once you're at 7, you good. But he won't move back to New York. We in fucking Fort Lauderdale, so you know.
You're here.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's cheating, Zerka.
How am I?
I'm
who
telling
am I
you.
cheating with, bro? Well, who do I know? I don't know nobody down here besides like 2 people I met on Instagram.
Bro, you.
I mean, you're Chris's type though.
You
I'm
are.
good. I'm good.
His ex looks just like you.
I'm not even interested. I just want to make money.
Yeah, fine.
I don't
See,
care about all that. I want to make
cheating.
money.
Money, come to me and Myron.
All right, Bill, shot.
No.
all right, what do we got here? What else we got? Okay, so we got Henny Breather got me pissing the floor with Zerka commentating. Finally got back home to watch a pod live. I wish Michael Blackson's shadow Fresh were here tonight so I can ask him what Stevie Wonder sees when he looks at Fresh. Super big fan of the ladies in the back, keeping everything in line. El Gordo and Mr. Chill. Bills, way to keep the show on the up and up. Fresh Fit, the actual best all
Bro,
time.
someone
Gotcha.
said I don't make 7K. I make 12,000 a week if I'm not even on YouTube. I'm telling you right now, you guys are glazing 7K. But Myron, who makes 7K a month?
Most guys. Well, less than that, actually. Most
What,
guys.
is that electrician?
I mean, 80K is above the average, bro.
Nowadays, people making like 50, 60 if they're lucky. Most jobs don't even want to pay that much. Like you can
Most
see
guys who are fucking, how much are they making? Does anyone have these statistics?
30,
Most guys just fucking
30
regular.
to 50K across the U.S.
30K is fucking?
30 to 50K across
But they
the
got
US.
some game, they got something else, right?
I mean, barely. I mean, like girls travel, like they have IG.
Bro, the average guy's cooked, bro.
Yeah.
yeah,
The
no.
average guy's cooked in
Yeah,
America.
You said that in 2022. Everyone said you're wrong. Now
Yep.
look at it.
Yep.
Now look at it. What the fuck?
Instagram fucked everything up.
Yep.
Average guys don't stand a chance. Somebody's gonna say something?
I don't know. I disagree. Like
Wait,
when
read this girl.
men still get paid more. Like
True.
I mean, no, we don't.
most jobs, yeah. I mean, there's more opportunity. I see like
Well, the reason why men make more is because they deserve more than women.
right.
Because look,
Right.
I'll be honest.
God.
Let me explain. women typically tend to work useless jobs. Women tend to work jobs that aren't necessarily labor intensive. They work jobs that are safe and air conditioned. They work jobs that are where they're sitting in front of a computer in an office. Men are far more likely to work the dangerous jobs that, put your life in peril and, create more risk, right? But women typically work like jobs that are safer, and a lot of times this doesn't pay as much.
No, but when they compare jobs that like similar jobs, men and women, like there's a discrepancy. Yeah.
Okay, the wage gap myth, it's a myth, and I'll explain.
Bills.
It's in my book. I talk about this, why women deserve less. But the wage gap myth comes from the concept of all working men versus all working women on a 40-hour work week.
Mm-hmm.
And what they found was when you actually, compare it properly, it doesn't account for hours worked, type of career worked, education attained, background. None of that stuff is accounted for. But if you actually compare apples to apples and compare people in the same fields, the same education, similar resumes, they make damn near the same. If not, some cases, women actually make more. They found this in Google.
Yep.
So the wage gap, the wage gap, it's a myth because it's comparing all working men to all working women without, accounting for critical features and characteristics.
I would like to see your stats. I'll read your book.
Sure.
I'll come back and I'll read your book.
Yeah, I mean, like any economist,
it's
only 80 pages or so. Women deserve less. But yeah, I mean, any economist worth his weight is going to understand that there's other things that come into play when you compare all working men to all working women. It's just that women tend to take jobs that pay less. Another thing too, also with women, is they're less likely to negotiate for higher wages.
Yeah.
That's another big thing. But that comes from women's. There's not really a burden of performance on women to make a lot of money. So you guys aren't going to be as.
It's also harder in the workplace. That's the argument I make.
If I want a bigger apartment, I gotta make more money.
Women also take more vacation time. They work less hours.
Lazy.
They're women just don't have this. It's not that they are lazy to a degree, but you got to remember it's biologically rooted. Women have less a proclivity to work hard because their sexual market value, their ability to find a man, is not contingent upon their career. Versus as a man, my ability to find a wife or a girlfriend is contingent upon my career.
Do you not think quality men, want quality women? There's.
Well, the quality that we're looking for is not the quality you're looking for. I'll explain. When women are looking for men, you guys are looking for security value. Can this guy provide excess resources to me and a child? Men, we're looking for replication value. Is this woman attractive, and my kid's going to be attractive? We don't look at you guys for survival value. Yeah, we don't care about how much money you make or your ability to create security. You care about that from us.
No, just status,
Men don't care about status at all.
Okay, so boom. What if a girl
I would argue. I'll take it a step further. A woman's status actually hurts her.
Yeah.
Oh.
We don't want women with status.
Well,
Facts.
I don't know. I went on a date recently, and the guy was
You're not married. Or no man.
Wait, let her finish.
Okay.
You went on a date where?
Recently with this man, he's just he wanted an educated woman. He made it such a big point.
To fuck you.
Oh, right. He was just complimenting me.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this then. When you were out with him, did you talk about, it seems that you're very passionate about what you do education-wise. Did the topic of school come up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so this is a strategy that guys employ. They'll let you talk, see what you say, and then appease your ego based on what you say. If you say, I'm pursuing my PhD, then they're going to respond, oh, really? Yeah, I love educating women.
I'm a PhD.
But if you had said, oh, yeah, I'm a hobo, I'm just kind of in between couches, they're like, oh, really? Man, that must be fun. Yeah.
Go on, baby girl.
Men simply adapt to whatever's going on and just respond accordingly.
So no man wants to be your friend?
To be honest, no.
Friends?
Damn.
It would be offensive if he did want to be your friend.
Yeah.